Flop your wings and be poultry, birds. Bird breasts, bird breasts, bird breasts. I sound like a crow, not a cock. Beautiful poultry with feathers that aren't real. Some wonderful cocks you have there, sir. Beautiful birds. Birds. Some goddamn gorgeous birds. Yeah. Oh, just spread your wings and go to town. Luscious birds. Beautiful birds. Some cock! Flop your wings and be poultry, birds. Bird breasts, bird breasts, bird breasts. I sound like a crow, not a cock. Beautiful poultry with feathers that aren't real. Bird breasts. Birds. These are birds. Two birds. Luscious cocks. Beautiful birds. Beautiful birds. How is everyone this evening? Yes, baby, we have a new... I told you your days were numbered, you motherfucker. I told you your goddamn days were numbered, and here he is. This is Steven. He's a fucking turkey, you poultry. He's a turkey. I think you're a rooster. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you are, bird. Eat my ass. So if you're wondering where I've been the past couple days, I have been... Actually, I really only didn't do anything yesterday. All right, so never mind. I've been sick. God bless Psycam, because the cold that I have, and yes, it's a cold. I've been around virtually nobody, and the people who've had it been tested for COVID, and they had the rhinovirus, which is what causes the cold. Yeah, I took Zycam, and man, what a difference it made compared to what other people got. There's other people that are knocked on their ass, have mild fevers with this. And I just kind of felt like crap just like last night, and that's pretty much it. But the thing with Zycam is you have to take it like a day and a half after you start feeling better. Because if you stop taking it, or if, like, say you take it for a day and like you're feeling better, but you still have the cold and you forget, your cold will come back like 10 times worse. But if you continue to take the Zycam, it makes your symptoms way more mild, at least with me. And it makes your cold much shorter. I'm not better. I still have the cold. I wasn't going to stream tonight. But, like I said, the catches with Zycam is you can't skip a dose. You got to, you're supposed to take, no more than 7 of these, dissolving tablets a day, and you're supposed to take one every 2 to 3 hours. Max 7 a day. So I set a reminder in my phone to take it. Because then you forget, and then you're fucked. And plus, my editor today had to be off. I was with my kids today. Well, yeah, I'm not feeling that bad, man. I'm like, that's why. And my girlfriend, my kid's mother, she was just like, yeah, go stream. She's here with me, and she's like, you know what, go stream. The kids are going to flop around like fish anyway, so go. You haven't streamed yesterday's streams? I'm like, yeah, good point. Because I do. I feel pretty good. I know I'm not better, but I feel... The only thing that sucks, I don't know about if you ever took zinc before, it kind of at least with me, it makes my stomach a little off, so, and everything kind of tastes funky on it, too. It's not like COVID where you lose your sense of taste. It just makes everything taste metallic. Yes, I am not a single man. Yeah. Oh, well, zinc is disgusting, but the thing that, you know what's nice, Fender 178, though? About, these dissolved Zycam, like, tablets, they're supposed to be orange, but they taste like if you combine together orange, copper penny, and a butthole. Yes, I'll go with that. I have a slight echo in the sound. I shouldn't. But, the Fender, the thing about those, and I'll get to the super chats, I didn't forget anybody, I'm sorry, is like you dissolve it in your mouth in like 20 seconds. You know which ones, as much as they do work the best, in my opinion, are the coldies, the lozenges, that they're like, they're basically like cough drops. They're hard, so you have to suck on them. Here we go. We're going down that road. Everything I say is going to sound sexual right now, birds, but I assure you it's not. Okay, so with coldies, they're hard, and you have to suck on them for like 20 minutes. So you taste the ass in your mouth. You taste the ass, like and your mouth just tastes like metal. All kidding aside, your mouth, the worst thing about the coldies, even though they are admittedly, from what I've tried throughout the years, the most effective, especially if you stick to it and like take whenever the box recommends, they dry out your mouth as you're trying to suck the lozenge, so it makes it take even longer for the lozenge to dissolve in your mouth, and you can't chew on them because that you have to absorb the zinc in your mouth to go into your bloodstream. So if you try to chew them, it's just stupid. So you're wasted. It's not going to do anything. You're just going to shit out a bunch of zinc. So it kind of like, it makes, so even though those are the most effective, it's like torture because you have to suck on them to completion. It's true though. You have to suck the zinc lozenge to completion. And because it's zinc, it dries out your mouth, which in turn makes it take like 5 fucking years to dissolve the lozenge in your mouth. I'm fucked up. Okay. No, that's a man bird. That's Steve. So we have Carlos, we have Steve. These birds are going to be competitive for November, baby. I was scared it was going to be birds. No, I wasn't going to do that. That was just my intro for tonight, too. I'm not going to do that every night. That would be crazy. 2 birds, 1 man. Beautiful birds. You playing Dying Light has me want to purchase and beat the game again. Platinum Edition is on sale for $25. On the Switch? I was playing it on the Switch. I had it on my projector. I was in bed sick. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to play some Dying Light, man. Wait, did I make a coffee and leave it downstairs? Yes, I did. Son of a bitch. My soundboard's not working? Oh, I know why. Wait. Oh. Because I'm an asshole. The soundboard is working. PS5, good sir. I just had the volume down. Oops. So yeah, I was just laying in bed playing that on the Switch and on the projector. I fucking love that projector. One of my kids today, damn it, I can't find out which one. It may have even been my daughter. All of a sudden, I see my projector twisted around. Now they just had it on a tripod and twisted it. Nothing happened to it, but I'm like, that thing is going in that, and I know it's the spot that it's in, and I don't want to move it because it's like in a perfect position. But where it is, it's like my kids, they're little rugrats. I have a 5, 3, and 2-year-old, and it's a high traffic area. Luckily, they never touch. All of a sudden, I go in today, it's like twisted, facing the projector part's facing to the ground, and I'm like, all right, which one of you did this? I'm telling Santa Claus, and they like all blamed each other, and so no one told the truth. So what the hell am I going to do? Do you have enough holes for so many birds? Yeah, they have plenty of... Dude, the holidays are coming up. I'm going to eat a lot of corn. You know what that means. How you eat corn, the same way it looks going in, is the same way it looks going out, boys. You're going to have a feast this holiday season. God damn, your girl sucks for 20 minutes? You sucks for 20 minutes. Dude, I'm talking about... I know what you mean. Yeah, but those lozenges, you ever have one? I'm telling you, man, Patrick, if you have a cold, you should take... Well, ask your doctor. I'm not a doctor. You might be on some medication that zinc interacts with. I'm not a physician. I don't want to tell you to take something to remedy something. But yeah, it takes a long time to suck them, man. Because the lozenge that dries out your mouth. And as perverted as it sounds, I'm not being perverted, it's the truth. Like, your mouth gets drier and you have to suck harder, and then it takes like 3 years to swallow. Okay. Borbs, thank you, sir, for the super chat. Currently building electrical substations near Odessa, so Encore doesn't have an incident due to weather happen again this year. Are you talking about, is that in Texas or something? I'm sorry, my mouth is itchy. But yeah, again, don't take any fucking medication. I'm just saying zinc works for me, and if you get a cold, ask your doctor if you could take zinc. It works. Yep, Texas. Okay, nerdy hillbilly. No. Did you see Jontron's bizarre anti-science rant? When was this from? What's up, my mouth? Oh, yeah. Fuck, Patrick. Thank you. Yeah, so let me go get my coffee. Let me get that. Someone hacked. Hold on. What the fuck? Yes, Patrick, thank you. I forgot about my coffee. Someone hacked my sister's Instacart account. They sent 10 candy bags to our house instead of our own. They got busted, and we don't have to return the candy. Yeah, because it's food. They can't take back food. Once food has been delivered, that's considered a health hazard taking it back. Even if it's sealed, it doesn't matter. So you won. So wait, let me get that Jontron video queued up. Thank you for letting me know about that, man. That's like a... And DBZ King, talk about winning. Yeah, so like, if a restaurant... maybe it's different in different areas, but it still doesn't matter. God damn it. If a restaurant takes back your food... call the fucking Board of Health on them. Maybe depending on the area it's different, but it sure as fuck shouldn't be. Jontron anti. Oh no. Now, was this a video? Did Jontron come out as anti-vax? We'll watch Bo Black's video. He is a man that has called me a boomer, and I appreciate that. I know the coffee, goddammit, Patrick. I'm chewing up the fucking video, man. I said I was chewing it up first before I go. Let me go grab my coffee before Patrick comes and slaps my ass, birds. Breaking news, the coffee was just behind my monitor. I'm an asshole. And not only Smurf hat, I don't know about a Smurf hat, but Have a good week, and I'll be with my children tomorrow, so. Oh my god, I just did a DSP snort. I think my snort may have been more powerful than his. How do you feel about that, birds? How do you feel about that, boys? You're both giving me that side eye, and you both can go fuck yourself. That's how I feel, too. That's how I feel, birds. Alright. Twitter versus Jontron. We will turn on display capture, turn off the Nintendo Switch. We're not playing games now. We'll be playing games this week, though. And we will have some fun.
Jontron is a very popular YouTuber, most known for his comedic video on Flex Tape. He's also been known...
Didn't he do some kind of shit like years ago where he went off the fucking rails and everyone was like, what the hell? I don't even know what it was about. I didn't really care enough to look into it, to be quite frank with you.
Known for having oddly out-of-place political takes that tend to alienate his audience and get him into trouble. And while incidents of John doing this is few and far between, that tendency of his seemed to rear its head again a couple days ago when he made this tweet captioned, "Just trust the science, bro." He then attaches 3 images.
Bipartisan legislators demand answers from Fauci on alleged puppy experiments.
First one is an article with the headline, "Bipartisan legislators demand answers from Fauci on alleged puppy experiments." He then shares another image that says, "The White Coast Waste Project report claimed that the researchers locked the dogs in cages with hungry sandflies so that the insects could eat them alive." And then the third image says, "Allegedly, 44 beagle puppies were used in a North African laboratory, and some of the dogs had their vocal cords removed so scientists could work without incessant barking." So the reason why this tweet from Jontron is controversial is because the man allegedly participating in these beagle experiments, Dr. Fauci, is one of the main figureheads currently behind the COVID-19 vaccine. So by John saying you shouldn't trust Dr. Fauci, he is essentially saying you shouldn't trust the COVID-19 vaccine. Now before we read the Twitter reactions and replies to this, I do want to remind you guys that in this video I am just reading out popular opinions on Twitter. I'm not advocating for these opinions, nor do I endorse anything said in this video, as I am not informed enough on COVID-19 and the vaccine to confidently share my opinion on the matter. But with that being said, I am fully vaccinated, and I support all the hard work going into people helping to prevent this virus from spreading further. But without further ado, let's start off with Anthony Fantano's response to Jontron. He says, "Can I interest any of you guys in animal rights? Or is this just because you don't want to get a shot from the doctor?" Linking an article from PETA about animal facts and statistics. "You people give me a headache" response by saying, "Okay, well I see what you're saying. You kind of ruin any credibility of this tweet by linking PETA in this. And we should not care that puppies are getting abused, regardless over who's doing it?" Fantano responds,
I'm not just like zoning out. I'm reading.
"I don't care what you think about PETA. Point still stands. I'm saying all this puppy stuff is driven by a hate for Fauci and not a concern for animals. As a result of this, none of y'all are going to donate or support orgs that work to stop animal testing, period." Andrew Olding responds to John by saying, "The science says maggots and flies will eat anything. We don't need an experiment for this." 13 Soft says, "Is Jontron a Q now? It's true what they say. Never meet your heroes." Lowtad69 says, "Base Jontron moment." Dr. Disco says, "You can criticize Fauci for this, sure. It's fucked if true. But how does this actually disprove any of the scientific evidence he's put forward regarding COVID? Johnny, you..."
That tweet basically just took all the words out of my brain. Like, like it doesn't stop the science of COVID. You know?
Utah responds by saying, "You'd be dead in 48 hours from COVID, so you should probably trust it." Jontron responds to him by saying, "Hey Captain Nobody, if you want me to see your epic replies, maybe unblock me first?" Laughing my ass off, showing that Johnny Utah does have John blocked. Crypt Daddy responds to John with this Twitter video.
Alright, so this one might be my fault. When Fauci hit me up back then, and he was telling me that he was having some issues with his bitches, and that he needed some advice, and I told him, "Hey man, you gotta put these bitches in their place. That's how you do it out here in the streets, if you want to get shit done." I didn't know that he was gonna do this, so like, my bad.
Jontron responds by saying, "For God's sake, Donnie, what advice did you give him on the children without fathers?"
I gave him the same advice I gave the Pope when he came to me with the same problem. Fuck him.
Jontron responds, "This post got me like one of Fauci's latest subjects." Zach responds to John by saying, "Imagine being so ignorant towards science that you think finding out beagles are one of the most tested on animals is a gotcha moment." John quote tweets him and says, "Okay, you've got a point. How about this then?" He then shows 2 more images. The first one is an article titled, "In Major Shift, NIH admits funding risky virus research in Wuhan." The second image reads out, "The National Institute..."
Doesn't discredit that it was leaked from a... Oh, Jesus, man. I didn't know we were going to go down this shithole. Okay, but we've funded other labs that were doing research on viruses. That doesn't... Whoa! But it still could have leaked. It doesn't mean there was anything fucking nefarious about it. Oh, God.
Health, NIH, the government agency that is responsible for
And that's not really a crazy conspiracy that it leaked from a lab. Because even the former head director of the CDC thinks it did too. I know Fauci still says he thinks it was naturally infected humans, but, you know, that's not like a crazy conspiracy theory that I'm throwing out there.
Biomedical and Public Health Research has said that it funded virus-enhancing coronavirus research after denying the claim for months. It should be noticed that COVID-19 is a type of coronavirus, and the coronavirus that was reportedly altered is not COVID-19. In a letter, the NIH...
Love your content, been watching for years from good old Arkansas. Can't wait to see your main channel hit 1 million subs. Love the birds. So you're willing to wait till like 2030? Ha ha!
stated that non-profit EcoHealth Alliance altered a bat coronavirus in an experiment, and the virus became more infectious than the naturally occurring one. They also said that the organization failed to report all the findings related to the changes of the virus. Grill-Pilled T-Bone responds to John by saying, "John, this is how viruses are studied. They are tested and altered to see the infectious pathways that the virus could take. This is not the gotcha that you think it is." Circling the part of the article that says the altered virus was not COVID-19.
And how would that be a got you anyway? Of course they're doing experiments in labs. Like, again, that doesn't...
Matthew Mintelo responds to John by saying, "How about you stay in your lane and let the actual professionals be the one talking about this? It literally says it wasn't COVID-19. There are tons of less deadly coronaviruses, and research on viruses/bacteria in labs is a necessity to understand/fight them." John responds to him by saying, "I feel like you're being a bit of a hypocrite. By your logic, shouldn't you be sticking to commentary on juggling/making balloon animals instead of the legitimacy of other people's Twitter posts? I don't know, maybe I'm just not getting it." Showing that he's wearing clown makeup in his Twitter profile, Matthew responds by saying, "Hey idiot, I'm a pharmacist. I'm a medical professional." John responds, "Sorry, stick to commentary about dispensing."
Why is he even going after this horn? Like... This, I mean, and it's in either direction, too. It's not because, like, I won't talk about, except in passing, I won't make a dedicated video. I have in the past before. Learned a lesson, though. I won't make another dedicated video on being pro-vax. I just won't do it. It's like, I don't even really like talking about it here. If I honestly knew this was about this, I mean, I'm going to finish it now. I don't even want to, you know what I mean? It's just especially with this terrible take, man. But either way, it doesn't matter. You get fucked in the ass.
Pills. Matthew responds by saying, "I give vaccines too, and it means I have to know about research on making them and how they protect."
Yeah, John, got bad news for you. You need plenty of schooling to be a pharmacist. It's not you're not just a pharmacy technician getting paid like $13 an hour, bro. It's a little bit different. You're making 6 figures, and you're granted you're not a doctor, but you're literally responsible for people's lives, dude. Know a little bit more about what that is before you say that. That was a really ignorant remark.
All I'm trying to say is this kind of throwing up of info without backgrounds is only going to leave us in a bigger mess. Don't rile up anti-vax with ammo to do more dumb shit. Jontron continues to talk about this on his profile when he tweets out, "Imagine having a single inquiry regarding the science, my dudes." He then attaches this Twitter video of Dr. Fauci.
So now we have 2 vaccines that are really quite effective. The mRNA vaccine, highly effective, extraordinarily efficacious, 94 to 95% for mild to moderate disease and virtually 100% efficacious, because the real-world effectiveness is even more impressive than the results of the clinical trial.
I have a feeling I will know where this is going, but let me just see what he's actually going to finish this video with so I could just verify that he's an asshole. Imagine a virus mutating, and on top of it, they do more studies to find out more accurate results of of its efficacy. And seeing the numbers go, oh no, the numbers go down as the virus mutates. It's why you need the. I know what it's going to get to is with the booster shots. Let's just let it play out, though. This is like as nail biting and suspenseful as a fucking a bad Hallmark suspense thriller. And I'm sure this may be against variants. And then they're... What a way to take just the... I bet if you read these articles, there's probably plenty of other information that these headlines don't talk about.
Might need another shot. We've got to make sure we clarify that with people. It has nothing.
Oh my God. This is literally social engineering. This is literally social engineering. Okay, this is not another gotcha, John. Oh, he really is on this like fucking shit, isn't he? I gotta get a new flu vaccine every year because there's different variants of the flu virus, and the flu virus mutates, John. Are you gonna repost a conspiracy theory video about that, you fucking idiot? I can't, man. I can't.
Nothing to do whether or not it's effective. We know it's highly effective.
I love how they throw in where there was a handful of cases where people had blood clots due to Johnson & Johnson, which I got in March of 2021. I'm not dead. And the fuck thing about that is they showed it out of order. This is supposed to be way further down the timeline when that happened. Oh, wow, he's really a fucking idiot, huh?
Highly effective. Come on, man.
Harry Partridge responds to John by saying, "You leave that humble family doctor and his old-fashioned ointments alone." John responds, "What can I say? I like to punch down."
Yeah, and there's no... I bet if you read those articles, they are nowhere near. And I saw, like, one was taken that they halt the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, making it like it was later down the line. When that happened much earlier, there was a handful of, I believe, women in, like, their 40s that, blood clots or things like that. And then when they saw it was a very minimal risk, they brought it back out in the market, but they used that headline way further down in that video to sensationalize it. Like, how can a guy with this much comedic genius be this fucking stupid to fall for? I don't know.
Vosh responds to John by saying, I wasn't really convinced at first, but the article of 4 Japanese children dying to vaccines in 2011 really changed...
That's even worse than what I caught. Yeah, dude, it's so ridiculous. Oh, I caught where they showed Johnson & Johnson out of order, which that was pretty bad. They were like, oh, they halt the vaccine, making it like they halted the vaccine after the Delta variant because it was useless. Yeah, that was a fuck up. This is worse. I wasn't really convinced at first, but article... Voss coming through with the big ass motherfucking W, man. Post that W. Post the fucking W for Voss, bird. Oh my God, John, man. What do you do to... But it's not even an opinion. It's literally posting misinformation. Dude, I have plenty of issues with pharmaceutical companies, but I've already been through this. So many. I'm just going to have another sip of my coffee, birds. You both are looking beautiful. You are both going to be down my hole for Thanksgiving. Yeah, dude, there's other booster shots because for whether I don't know what it is with tetanus, but viruses mutate. Like, I don't understand. Oh, wow. You have to get a booster shot. I've been getting fucking quote-unquote booster shots. I don't know if they're actually technically called that, of the flu vaccine for literally almost the past quarter century. Breaking news. I'm still here with mozzarella titties and not dead. Christ, man. He really is. I thought maybe he just had like a dirt moment. That didn't bother. Like, I know he said some really fucking stupid shit, and I don't agree with what he said. Let me make sure that's not misconstrued. But I'm like, all right, he had an asshole moment. I've had asshole moments. He may not even have the same takes anymore. You grow as a person. I like giving people second chances. You know, I truly am anti-cancel culture mostly. Let's see. Fuck, man. Nah, he's really that dude, huh?
Change my mind on the COVID vaccine. Damn.
You have to have an apostrophe and an R-E if you're going to say you're dumb. You are dumb. Understand the fucking word. How could you... I'm not even mad at your comment. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. But unless that was what you were trying to do, which then makes you a fucking genius. But you can't tell someone they are dumb and not use the proper grammar. I mean, come on. The birds are fucking sad now, man. Fuck.
Thanks. John responds, true. That should not have been added to the compilation. But curious how you feel about this? He then shows an article that says, Sweden halts the use of Moderna's COVID vaccine in under 30s. Sweden's public health agency on Wednesday recommended a temporary halt to the use of Moderna COVID-19 vaccine among young adults, citing concerns over rare side effects to the heart. It said the pause should initially be enforced until December 1st, explaining that it had received evidence of an increasing risk of side effects, such as inflammation of the heart muscle and inflammation of the pericardium. Vosh responds by saying, I feel like further research and adjustment is always warranted with regards to public health, but the evidence is clear. Taking the vaccine is far, far safer than getting COVID, and it reduces spread, which reduces further mutations, which helps end the pandemic. I'd be delighted to talk with you on stream about it sometime. John responds by saying, if heart inflammation, strokes, blood clots, etc. in young people and old is just an afterthought for you and a future adjustment.
Oh, he's such an... Dude, it's like when you... how many fucking pharmaceutical ads do you see on TV all the time? Prescription ads, John, where there's this small risk where like one person out of 8 fucking billion came down with some symptoms, so they have to legally let you know that Out of the 4 billion fucking people, whatever number I previously said, but one person hit their penis shrunk to an inch. Maybe that's what happened to me. They gotta let you know about it, John. Yeah, there's a small percentage, but the benefits far outweigh the risks. He's really up the... You really are this fucking stupid? You're really this dumb? You're really... How is something that... I'm not a genius by any means. Far from one. But I could put that together and be like, oh, okay, that's... it. You know, you understand that with any medication, people have different biological makeups, and there's a small chance that a small percentage of people may have a symptom. We have to let you know about it, but... chances are you won't have one. It's almost 100% chance, and you won't have to suffer through how miserable COVID is, even if you won't die from it. 99% chance you'll survive, Richie. I get it. It's still hell from people that have had it. And in 9.9 times out of 10, your symptoms are greatly mitigated if you have the vaccine. So you're gonna, like, is that ever, like, are you not, there's risks to taking aspirin, John. You could bleed to fucking death. They actually told, you're gonna stop taking aspirin if you have a headache, John? You never gonna take any prescription or any kind of pill ever again? Like, get the fuck out of here with this, man. It's so fucking stupid. It's such conspiracy theory bullshit. And look, some conspiracies are true. I'm not in that camp either, but this is not the one. And you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out. And he says it right there. Want to go ahead and look up the global COVID death count for me there, Slugger? Do your own research. I'm sure Jontron, it seems like he kind of has a big ego, so let's see what he says back.
Maybe you were really not out for the good of the public's health after all? Vosh responds by saying...
And that's the thing. Now he's going into, like, what does he think? Like, he's like some secret, like, evil left plant? Like, Vosh is, you're really, like, what are you looking out for? Like, dude, every single medication, like I just said, John, you are fucking thick. I'm talking to him like he's here right now, but whatever. Every single fucking medication, bro, can possibly, there's a small chance they'll have side effects. That's why there's tests done on them and research studies. And, you know, like I said, a very small portion out of a shit ton of people had side effects, and that's why they have to, like, list them off in the commercial. Like, say you have, God forbid, high blood pressure or something in the future, John, and a medication will save your life. If there's one out of 10 million people that had a side effect, are you not going to take it? And God forbid have a stroke instead? Can you I know common sense is hard, but can you think a little bit? Yeah, like, go look up the numbers. Go to the global death. What is it right now? Global COVID death count. Oh, it's not gonna. Fuck. You're not listening. You're lying. Global COVID death count. It's almost 5 million deaths around the world from COVID-19. Like, that is a... Like, if you told me at the beginning of this that there would be 5 million people dead globally, I would have shit myself. Like, I literally probably would have passed out from shock. We're here now. We've had 5 million people... or 4.99 million, let me not exaggerate, since I'm probably now on people's shit lists. Holy fuck! It's actually over that. Richard is a man with the bird. Holy super chats. I beg my nurse to put me in a machine with over 100 vaccine needles, inject me all over my body so I can become super vaccinated.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Do you still have the holes? Jontron should be banned on. I don't know. No, see. This is the thing, though. But this is why I don't agree with that, because let the chips kind of fall as they may in this situation. He's just... There's other people that I won't name that I'm like, it has to be taken on a case-by-case basis, because I'm like, you know what, they're out of control, and what they're doing is fucking dangerous. But he's just, let him get roasted, man. Let him get roasted. It's delicious. Look at the wonderful time. How many views did our friend here, Bo Blacks, get? 160,000, man. Bless his heart. He deserves the real estate, and he deserves the roasting. Let Blow Blacks get the real estate. And let Jontron get the ass roasting. Let Jontron's whole be roasted like I'm going to roast both of you birds for Thanksgiving.
Want to go ahead and look up that global COVID death count for me, Slugger? Do your own research.
Lost my little brother due to suicide yesterday. Thanks for making me laugh. Dude, I'm very sorry, man. That's absolutely... You know, not to go on a little different tangent here for a second and kind of bounce back into something, but that's why mental illness is exactly that. It's an illness. And, you know, I'm sorry that you went through that, and I'm sorry for your little brother, too. The best part about being a scientist must be having your research criticized by people who spent time in science class peeling glue off their hands. Like, listen. What amazes me is, and I'm not saying that they're like to blindly trust the pharmaceutical industry, and I'm not saying to blindly trust anything. There's a difference between, in my mind anyway, a difference between believing and blindly trusting. Believing means, okay, I may look into some stuff that you've researched, but I know that you have expertise and education in something that I don't have, so I'm going to believe you. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is just like, oh wow, you're a doctor who went to school for 10 years to get a medical degree? Well, I read an article and saw a video on YouTube, so go fuck yourself. No! No! Like, that's not how it works, man. That's not how it works. And yeah, Josh Koch, again, I'm very sorry for your loss. And, you know, and it's always tragic to hear that, too.
Jontron then made a final tweet on the matter when he said, "Just to be clear, I'm not saying you shouldn't get vaccinated. That should be your choice. I'm not saying the vaccine is unsafe. I want the best for everyone. I'm just concerned that the..."
This is what we would like to call a damage control tweet. Like, did you think the internet was just going to let this one slide, Chief? Even if you're pro-vax, I assure you I'm nowhere near as relevant as you, and I get the fuck roasted out of me. It's not worth it either way. I mean, I talk about it here, and I guess generally I just fuck myself in the ass here by getting pretty colorful about how pro-vax I am, but, like, come on, man. Like, this is kind of why I keep this shit off my main channel now. Like I said before, I've went down this path before. It's a bad idea. Just not worth the headache.
The level of conformity around public discourse has reached dangerous levels. Stay safe. Lonely Goomba responds to John by saying, "Regardless of your opinions on vaccines, you are really bad at communicating your point.
Yeah, I think we all agree on that.
Like, the experiment on dogs is shit, but why did you use that to discredit vaccines? Was just an incoherent ramble, honestly. All over the place. The world is bigger than Fauci, by the way." Robbie responds to Lonely Goomba by saying, "John has always been terrible at conveying points. It's evident..."
I'm kind of noticing that's fairly factual right now. He is pretty terrible at, like,
when you watch those classic Game Grumps.
Like, people say I have, like, 5th grade political takes. This is, like, 2nd grade? I mean, Jesus fuck it.
Episodes. It's the whole reason
He makes me seem like fucking Vosh.
got into trouble that one time. Lonely Goomba responds, "I remember that. I still can find that study that rich black people commit more crimes than poor white people though, because the study doesn't exist." And he misread some article making a completely different point. White Mage Jenny responds to
Like, yeah. You knew that oh my God, that's what he really fucking said? Oh, wow.
John by saying, I'm 100% pro-vaccine, but I cannot be vaccinated due to having a severe allergic reaction to 2 of them. My issue is that I get treated like a second-class citizen lately, even though I have a vaccine exception. But these zealots want it, so I'm cut off.
Christopher. There is someone that I know that she is in that extreme category where she can't get the flu vaccine because she had to get a bunch of tests before getting this vaccine. So there is that risk there. It's like with any medicine. That's why they have to, like, when you go in for a surgery, they have to tell you, okay, you may just be getting, your tonsils removed, but there is the very, very off chance you could die. Sign here. Like, that's what it is, man. You're not going to die, but they have to tell you everything for ethical and legal reasons. You're missing the point when you hear that shit. Like, if there was some evil conspiracy to kill you, they would just tell you that that's not happening. Think about it. If there was some evil conspiracy to, like, chip us so Bill Gates could butt fuck all of us, I could dream that could happen. He could spread my cheeks and go to town.
Spread your cheeks and just go to town.
Like, wouldn't they just hide all of this and just not let us know anything? If that was really their purpose? No, of course they would. They're not hiding it. Yeah, medicine and food affects everyone differently, and there's going to be the outliers that do have reactions. Just like I said, a family friend of ours, she can't get the flu vaccine. It could literally kill her. So you're kind of taking that there is risks to medicine, which has always been the case, and they get mitigated more as our medicine improves over time, as they're putting me at risk for it. But I can't find a job because the other people want to be safe there. That's your choice is that you don't want to get vaccinated. Their choice is to not hire you. Sucks. It's kind of like, it's not, you can't go into a store shirtless. You can't go to your job shirtless. I want to go to work with no shirt on. Then you can't work here. You're impeding on my freedoms. Like, why does no one think of that? How many mandatory shots did you have to get to go to school? I had to get mandatory shots to go to college, to grammar school, to pre-K. This is a new virus, novel coronavirus. So yes, oh my God, sorry to inconvenience you, you gotta get a new shot. And if you read the tech, this is not a new shot. The tech has been around for over a decade. And they designed it so if, God forbid, there was ever a situation like this, God forbid happened, so they utilized the tech. So don't get the shot. Enjoy unemployment too, though.
Off from society.
As far as I'm concerned, you lose the right to bitch about shots for your job when you agree to piss in a cup for... Yeah, like... Why is all of that okay? Why is it that when you had to get the mandatory shots to go to school okay? Why was... It's like, what is going on with this? If the vaccine is effective, then why do you care if I'm vaccinated? Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you troll baiting me now? I'm going to guess not. If the vaccine was distributed more effectively, we wouldn't have as many mutations and variations of it right now. Which in turn means we would get it under control. Which in turn we could turn this from being... we could stop this from being endemic, and we could have stopped the pandemic. That's... like, it's not just... getting the shot is not just about you. It's about people around you as well. I don't understand why that's so hard to... But Rich, there's there's mutations of it that the vaccine may not be effective in mitigating the spread. Well, guess what? If we had more people vaccinated, that mutation may have not happened. And it's still, being vaccinated will make you less infectious than if you were not vaccinated. I don't, like I said, step outside the bubble and see what's going on, man. You know? I want to go to the pharmacy naked. Fuck you. Credit to Terrence Williams. I want to go to the pharmacy naked. Okay. If you can find a pharmacy able to hire you naked, God bless. My mom doesn't want me to get vaccinated because of my chemical imbalance and my special needs. I want to go back to a restaurant, but I can't. Well, can you talk to your doctor? I mean, that's not something I could, but can you talk to your doctor about it? And see, like, can you get vaccinated? You know. Me during an intense dump. Hold on one second. So, J&A, why don't you ask your mom to go to with the doctor and see? Because, like I said, my friend who can't even get the flu vaccine, she ended up getting the COVID vaccine because they ran a bunch of tests on her and they could. You live in Iowa, almost nobody has a mask requirement. And I'm sorry to go into this, guys. I mean, I'll be real with you. If I knew this was about this, I probably would have skipped it. It's kind of like exhausting shit. Like, you know what, really, at this point, I'm vaccinated. I'm going to get the booster shot. You don't want to get vaccinated. I don't fucking care. I kind of really do mean that. It's just, I'm at the point where it's just like, don't get vaccinated. Just don't. I'll get vaccinated. I'll get the booster shot as soon as I can. I'm going to get it. You know what I mean? That's how it has to be. If it's going to be endemic like the flu, where we're going to, because, it just mutated too fucking much, and, it's going to be like playing whack-a-mole like it is with the flu, I'll just get a new shot every 6 months or a year. I believe in science. I'm sorry, Trey X. I know there's a few of them that I missed, bro. Matter of fact, let me go. This is their logic. COVID kills 5 minutes. I'll take my chances. Vaccine kills a few people. Oh my God, I'm not taking my chances. Dude, it's not even... how can you reason with someone like that? Fear of vaccine is not rational. It's not rational. And you want to have arguments about the opiates that they tried to shill to people and saying that they're not... that they knew damn well that they were addictive and wanted to get people hooked to make a profit? Fuck yeah. Pharmaceutical companies are awful. Health insurance industry is awful. I'm all on board with that. Do not, believe me, man. I know that there's been horrible things, the Tuskegee experiment, horrific things that have happened, But I assure you, the reason my fat fucking ass has been still alive is because of medicine and science. Facts. So, are we living in the least developed country where people are just so ignorant and selfish they don't trust on highly qualified doctors and scientists? Well, my government has failed people in two ways. One, they've helped them develop this distrust. And then you've had politicians that have used the distrust as ammunition. So, the problem is Trump's science is now not logical, but an option. Republicans live in a different world. Enjoy your unicorns. And there's a lot of people that are just profit-driven. I'm sure there's many people that are Republican. That I know people that are Republican that got the shot, that are diehard Trump and still got the shot. But I'm sure there's Republicans that believe in it, but they also are more concerned about accruing wealth and power and just go along with the narrative to appease their audience. Matter of fact, I guarantee you that. I want to go to the... my mom doesn't... So I answered that one. Live in Iowa. Another one of my childhood favorites, proving they're trash. You know, I'll still have the balls to separate his work from him. I'm kind of anti-doing that. But yeah, this is a trash take. This is a trash take that he's... So, Fatuba Sukara, thank you very much. There's the rest of my family is vaccinated, by the way. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. And see if you can get your shot. Christopher, is this a founded fear that you have because that your physician told you that you have a risk for this? Have you taken other vaccines? If so, which I'm sure you have, if it looks like you're probably like in at least your 20s. Have you had that reaction before? Do you have any underlying medical conditions that you have as a concern? If you have none of that, and your doctor thinks it's a good idea for you to get the vaccine, then get the vaccine. COVID is thinning the herd, just not the way anti-vaxxers, Trump supporters thought. Yeah, talk to your doctor, man. Because if those are just if you have underlying medical conditions, of course ask your doctor and be like, hey, is this good? You know, if I take the shot, will I be affected by this? But, you know, if your doctor approves it and your fears are unfounded, then why not get it? At this point in 2021 and almost 2 years in, the worst way to change minds of ordinary folks is ridicule. Yeah, it kind of makes him, because a lot of times people, human beings, all of us have a lot of pride, and it just kind of makes you dig your head in the dirt like an ostrich and like just stand your ground. Financial debt will kill you if COVID doesn't. What do you mean? The Tuskegee experiment was based on denying people. Yeah, they told them they were getting treatments and they weren't. It's still awful. You know what I mean? Still awful. Imagine thinking you're going to get a treatment to help you and they're just giving you this placebo and basically slowly watching you suffer to study you. What did I forget, Mari? COVID is still alive. Case in point, a neighbor in my apartment complex came with COVID and management let us know. It's still, yeah, of course it's still out there, man. Yeah. Absolutely. It's absolutely still out there. It's Tuskegee. So the online game Roblox been down for over 2 days. Has screwed over a lot of developers. By the way, I think they have a monopoly on online games and it's unknown. Who does? The company behind Roblox? I had vaccines before, but never an mRNA vaccine. Also, some of the people dying after getting the vaccines were athletes in great health. But, dude, look up how many people got vaccinated to how many people had negative reactions. Not even just deaths. Look it up and lump that together. And you tell me how greatly the benefits outweigh the risks. Do research on the vaccine. Like, don't go to freedommanlovesjesus.org to do it either. Like, look up actual research, not infowars.com. Like, actual research, and you will see that the benefits far outweigh the minimal risks which you could have from other vaccines and have from other medications. Oh, Rich, between the hospital bill and not working, now I get what you mean, Crystal. Or yes, or just take Alex Bone's bone broth and you'll never get sick ever, and your penis will grow to be 12 feet. Vaxes are bad. I got mine in April. Today I got street tacos. Now I'm here in the restroom with stomach pain. I don't know why they call it a restroom where I'm in the fight of my life. I had to take my shirt off. So you basically, a taco made you shit. Was it a chicken taco? Did you have bird? Did you have bird? Oh yeah, let's get back to the video.
Element 12 responds by saying, if you have a genuine reason that you cannot be vaccinated, that's fine, and there shouldn't be an issue. The problem is the people who don't have a valid reason, and are just acting selfish and would rather believe conspiracies. LowTat69 responds by saying, bro, just be based, don't back down from it. No Nothing TV responds to Jontron with this comic strip that says, 1. Begin with, I'm no expert, but 2. Say something crazy. 3. End with, I'm just asking.
Wait, maybe Kennedy was assassinated because he learned they were going to the fake moon landing.
Questions. Real chat.
It's kind of true though. Yeah, it's like you bring up shit that you know is just that you don't know anything about to stir the pot. Then it's like, oh look, that pot stirred. Oh.
Add Hours response to John by saying, wow, that was a fast and hard turnaround there, John. Almost like you realized you were wrong in harming people. Necro6 responds to John by saying, I'm not saying that you shouldn't get unvaccinated, and that the vaccine is unsafe. I'm just going to post misinformation, articles without context.
Very true.
That with context would show its inclusion as bullshit misinformation, and articles from a decade plus ago. Yup, good job. Nice backtrack, John.
That was pretty much an exceptional roast of him right there. It's just...
Mighty Keith tweets out, how are people surprised that Jontron is anti-vax? The guy has been an uneducated fuck for years. Those of you trying to defend him, don't act like no one can have their own opinions anymore. That's not what's happening here, and you know it. The guy's purpose with those tweets were to discredit the man who is the face of the vaccine. Nothing more. John sarcastically said, just trust the science, insinuating that the science behind the vaccines is somehow not right.
Yeah, it's exactly what he did. You could be on Jontron's side with this. That's exactly what he was trying to do. Even if you stupidly agree with him, that's what he was trying to do. I don't really think there's any debate there.
That's heavy talking points for anti-vax, but y'all know that already. I don't know.
I do. I need to gobble, gobble, gobble my hole. I'm not gobbling your hole. Stop it, Steven. Stop.
Why I'm explaining myself. I'm all up for people having their own opinions, and not being a sheep in some cases, but this isn't one of those cases. Information on the topic is readily available 24/7. You can have your own opinion, but that opinion could be objectively wrong. Just trust the science, bro. Solid JJ says, Jontron on YouTube be like, hey guys, isn't this show from the early 2000s fucking weird? Hahaha, buy this mobile game. And then on Twitter he's like, here's my really bad political opinions. Like, that's not John. That's Joel Johnson, head of the Libtard Sucks Facebook page. And then he shows an image of John's initial reply to the clown doctor that we read earlier. He continues by saying, I wouldn't even really say he's like a bad guy. He just acts like a fucking toddler and spouts out weirdo goofy shit. Last thing I'll say is that it isn't like wrong to be Republican or to have different opinions. It's just when you, with a major platform, use a story to spin a completely unrelated narrative and then aggressively respond to some random guy like a 14-year-old, it's bizarre.
This makes me like want to get off Twitter because I become a fucking idiot on Twitter. Because that's a very valid point. That's a very valid point. And like Twitter is kind of like, you instinctually, at least to me, you want a shitpost. You want a shitpost because it's just so easy. It's just like, you know, it's just like whipping your dick out to take a leak in a toilet. What? It's easy to, like, it's just like, all right, open it up, quick. I thought this in my brain. Herp derp tweet. And then it's done. You know, it's not like a post. It's not like it's something you're doing for YouTube. It's just, it's effortless. But with that effortless can come great stupidity. And Lord knows I have been there. How dare Jontron make money? No, he's been more frequent now. He has like a whole team and shit, dude. Who are probably cringing because he's going through this right now. Where is the protest and outrage to the state of Mississippi for having the strictest vaccine laws of the country? Guess we gotta forget that. I don't even know what you're saying that in context to, so I don't know if I'm agreeing with you or disagreeing with you or what to say with it.
Bullrick15 quote tweets Solid JJ and says, Jontron could tweet about what kind of cheese he doesn't like, and every YouTuber with more than 10 subs would still crawl out of their hole in an attempt to become relevant off him.
I hate when people play the... What does the numbers game have to do with anything? I hate... like, who gives a fuck, man? That's the same thing Crowder did to Sam Cedar. Who fucking cares? It's like a dick measuring contest. Even like the fans of the people who are there, like they follow, they measure each other's dicks by their favorite fucking YouTuber or celebrity.
Futurist Dog says, Vosh and Jontron argue online. Vosh fans. Why is Jontron still relevant? Lol. Meanwhile, then he shows Vosh having 173k followers and Jontron having 3.5 million. Susprelex says, saw Jontron trending for a split second for continuing to be dumb as hell. So I just want to remind everyone of the funniest thing on the internet, when he was insulted by Neil Cicierega and immediately tried to suck up to Neil.
Damn, he said that name well. I didn't even know how to fuck to say that name.
He then shows an August...
the modern day equivalent to lynching is definitely internet call-outs directed at white. I think you're calling me.
2014 tweet from Neil that says, at Jontron, at Dwayven Hobble, the modern day equivalent to lynching is definitely internet callouts directed at white pieces of shit. Yes. Jontron responds, I think you were calling me a piece of shit here, but I love you so much. I'm a huge fan. Brody Quest. At Neil yourself, seriously man, you are a real talented guy. Been watching for years. Keep it up. Neil responds by saying, thanks.
All I know about you is you were a dick to that guy who really politely asked you not to say retarded and now this.
Know about you is you were a dick to that guy who really politely asked you to not say retarded, and now...
Yeah, these are all kind of adding up, man. I mean, look, again, I've had plenty of dumb takes, but,
now this. Going back to current day tweets, Pretty Obvious says...
Jontron about to tell you not to trust vaccines.
Jontron about to tell you to not trust vaccines. Showing an image of Dragon Quest of an NPC that looks like Jontron. Traystar679 says, Jontron making YouTube videos versus Jontron discussing politics. Meteor says, Jontron after posting a screenshot from a Vanity Fair article to prove his point.
That was undeniable proof that we totally owned you, lamers.
Communist Josuke says, while Jontron is trending, I should point out that Scott the Woz is the good timeline Jontron. Average
Average Scott the Woz enjoyer. Oh man.
Jontron fan. Average Scott the Woz enjoyer. Clark Bar Tweet says, it's an...
I didn't know that Mississippi had mandates like that. That's okay, now I get what you're saying. Yeah, why are people not flipping out about that? It's interesting, huh?
Odd-numbered year, so that means we all get to enjoy the time-honored tradition of watching Jontron get online, pull out the largest cannon known to man, and immediately fire it into his own dick.
That was fucking incredible. Oh, if I... If I wasn't coughing, I'd laugh more. Fuck, that was great.
Dark Viper AU says, saw Jontron trending. I figured he might be doing his yearly reminder for everyone that he's an ignorant dipshit. I was correct. It is somewhat funny seeing all the people who missed it the previous years being surprised by it. The guy is as dumb as they come. Matt Watson says, fuck man, I never expected Jontron to say something stupid.
You must be new here then.
Jack Saint says, I can't believe Jontron is a huge dumbass. This is an awful day for me. If Jontron can get high enough to accept an impromptu livestream debate with Bosch, it will have been proven conclusively that time is a flat circle. And that is about it for the reaction to
Oh my God, it would be a fucking slaughter. Yo, if he got into a debate with Vosh about the vaccine, I don't think he'd be that insane. Because didn't he have those stupid fucking takes back in like, how long ago was that where he said that stupid shit? Didn't he say a bunch of racist shit that was like fucking cringeworthy and like, dude, seriously? I'm pretty sure. Now picturing Jontron firing a giant cannon at his own dick. Dude, that was such an epically brutal roast. I love it. That was fucking incredible. Yeah, John, you could say whatever you want to say, dude. That first post you had and the way you presented it, you were presenting it to discredit the vaccine and Dr. Fauci. I don't know exactly what the fuck he said, whether it was racist, whether it was, I don't remember, but that's what I heard, that it was allegedly racist. I may hear it now and actually agree that it was racist. I don't know. But that is what I heard. It is a fucking turkey. Do you have a problem? You know, it's just funny. Oh my God. But you know what? It just kind of makes me get more and more now. That only took me almost a decade of doing YouTube. Why the fuck you don't really want to talk about politics? It's just because no matter what, you're just going to get pounded in the ass. I mean, granted, his fucking takes on the vaccine are just not, that's not an opinion. It's fucking stupid and factually wrong. I mean, you want to talk about politics and what's better for healthcare and shit like that. That's different. But with that, it's like, dude, seriously. But, review COVID. I didn't know it was going to go there, man. I'm not going to lie. I kind of wasn't in the fucking mood. But animal testing has been a thing for ages. Not saying I agree with it, but it has been a thing for ages. How is that a gotcha towards the vaccine? That has been developed by multiple corporations, multiple pharmaceutical companies. How is that a gotcha towards the vaccine? Oh, God, he debated Sargon of Akkad. Carlos is from Los Pollos Hermanos. I don't even know. Carlos just, someone said to me, hey, Rich, someone asked me something about a farm. And I said, if I had a farm, I would have a bird pecking corn out of my hole. And that's where Carlos the ass-eating chicken came from. Carlos, so remember when Vosh, the Sargon. I went to Micro Center last week. They had all the AMD GPUs in stock, but all the NVIDIA cards they had were potatoes. NVIDIA's GPUs do all right, but they're a fraction of the market compared to NVIDIA. I don't know. I haven't looked up that in a long time. It may have changed to a more sizable portion. Yeah, let's watch some QVC. I was actually thinking that. So, yeah, Jontron has proved that he's a fucking idiot once again. Anyway, QVC Tech. Vosh was also on the kill stream and they shitted on him. Oh, I'm sure they did. I would love to see, like, what happened, though. Did they shit on him? Or it was they had different takes than him and they just brought him on for a fun, which they would have just tried to slaughter him no matter what. You know what I mean? There's a difference in between that, you know? Let's see, Microsoft. I want to do something new. Tech, we already did that stupid tech candy thing. Oh, we have a guy with a juicer. Let's, yes.
That's a great deal. Hey!
Oh, yeah, that's a great deal. All right, let's turn the screen on here.
I've gotten back into juicing.
How juicy are you? Out of the two birds on my desk, who has more juice in them? My nose is full of mucus, bird. I'm juicy as well. Are you gonna juice me? I can't smell you because I have a cold. You're a bird. Handsome bird. May actually get a 6900 XT and just make an all AMD machine. But I'm going to wait because I have a feeling DDR5 capable chips are around the corner from both Intel and AMD. So I'm going to hold off because I have plenty of computing power. I have all the power, John. I have it all. I'm a man of power. Let's get back to juicing.
Something about that fresh glass of orange juice in the morning makes you feel like you're doing something.
She looks like a juicer. Like, she just looks like someone who just sits there. I'm just going to put all the fruits and the grapes and the pineapple just in there because my husband is never home and he says he's working late and I've driven by the office and he's not there. So I'm going to let my aggression out on juice because I sure as shit not getting any juice from my husband. I just need a man to juice me. Juice. My girlfriend has been getting into juicing more lately. Are you serious? Are you actually... wow, you're actually being serious for once, I think. Juicing is good for you, but she just looks like a juice. Let's make this more fun. Off with the fabric, Rich. Can I get a cluck from Carlos? Yes. Turkey's name is fucking Steve. No, they do not have. They actually have toy vibrator episodes. If they do, that is what we're watching for the. Because that is just fucking comedic gold. You have to stop. Do they really? QVC. I stuck this dildo in my hole on QVC. Juicero. I highly recommend it from Critical. Okay. Penguin Zero.
So good for yourself. You get that vitamin C, you get those nutrients, you get the delicious fiber, all the things.
I still never get any sperm from my husband because he's cheating on me with the woman he works with. She was blowing him behind the El Pollo Loco. So I have to sell this shit on QVC and get my juicing somewhere else. I'm sleeping with the camera boy, Billy. Okay, let's continue.
That we're supposed to be eating that throughout the day can be kind of hard to get your hands on and kind of hard to work.
She said kind of hard.
Time in and figure out how to get it. Well, now we have a great juicer in the show. It is from...
That thing looks like a fucking torture device, though. That is a massive fucking juicer. Do they have a lawnmower engine inside that fucking thing? Like, what is going on? That is ridiculous.
Power XL, which is the name...
Not saying it's a bad juicer, don't get me wrong, but damn, man, it looks like you could put a fucking cinder block in there and get a smoothie out of it. God damn.
That called itself exactly what it is. You are getting a powerful juicer, and it's a self-cleaning juicer with extraction technology. So it is something that is the first day being presented. I was reading through the reviews on QVC.com. Folks have already found it and loved it. But this is also something that will fit beautifully into your kitchen. We've got our one...
Bro, that is a ridiculous size juicer. That thing better, I'm telling you, I better be able to put metal in there and get fucking juice out of it.
Time only coming up in the show. Here's where you load the fruit into
Load that fruit.
the top. Actually, first you have to turn it on.
Put the pineapple in my hole. Sir, ma'am.
Make sure it's running first. I'm gonna put it on 1. I'm gonna load in the pineapple. And then I'm going to take, the feeder goes in here. Check this.
She fucked up how to feed it. She fucked, no. Oh, that's gold. QVC personal investor. Also, my girlfriend has been juicing me more lately in the bedroom, if you know what I mean. She's a good extractor. Oh no, Google fish. I had a feeling. Just browse poop and saw a picture of a dude's ass wipe. Fresh turd matter on a 10 out of 10 would eat and browse. Why do you want to look? I don't even like looking at my own shit. I mean, obviously, you should for health. I'm not saying, like, sit there and look at it and, like, you know, fondly look at it, but you should, you know, glance at your turds. A public service announcement from Review Tech USA. Glance at your turds. After you let one at it between where your hole is, where your feather is, I need you to turn around and stare at that turd, bird. Make sure it's a healthy turd, solid turd, firm turd from a bird. You too. Let me see your turds. I also been getting juiced by his girlfriend more lately. Oh, shit! We got some people talking shit.
What?
Can't believe she fucked it up. It's like when the other woman had no idea how to charge the iPad. That was fucking gold. And they had to go over to, like, they had the full scream on the woman with the terrible webcam who owned the company and who was on Skype. And it sounded like it was through, like, a voice call from, like, a cell phone from, like, the early 90s. That was great. Like, how do you get this thing to charge? It's a piece of shit.
Igor. Angry.
Rich, tomorrow, let's review these turds I found. I found turds from Bird.
Doesn't it? It makes the best sound. And then all of the juice goes right into your glass. All of the pulp and everything that you're trying to avoid in your smooth enjoyment goes in.
Did she just say smooth enjoyment? Did she just, like, bring up, like, a porn that was on Cinemax? There's, like, a softcore porn from, like, 1994. After the kids are bed, tune into Cinemax at 1 p.m. for smooth enjoyment. The turkey should be named Jose, the tit-sucking turkey. The tit-sucking turkey? Like, how would that even work? Like, he has a beak. He can't suck tits. Steve can only peck at the tits. Is he Steve, the tit-pecking bird? He's Carlos, the ass-eating chicken. We have the tit-pecking bird. Carlos, the ass-eating chicken. He likes holes that are finger-licking. You didn't think I could sing like that, did you?
Into the back. So super, super easy to use. Here's the thing, I want to go through the value for you. Because when it comes to the value of this machine...
Because you won't want to know the value of my marriage because it's jack shit. Honey, I'm just in my room and I'm naked for you to juice me. But you don't want to juice me. Because you're giving your juice to Sharon, aren't you? Behind the El Pollo Loco. She's sucking the juice from your manhole. And I'm not getting the juice.
Machine, you're paying for things that you don't have to do yourself. Let me explain. Because it...
That does not look like a lot of juice from that. I mean, that could be... I don't know. That could be an exceptional amount of juice. That could be an exceptional amount of juice from that amount of pineapple. I don't know. I don't have a juicer. I've had a juicer like once in my life and it sucked. But that does not look like a lot of product from what she shoved in that hole.
Is powerful because it is self-cleaning, because you're getting the receptacle with the spout and the pusher and the blade filter. It's 5 easy payments of $18. Now, I've seen machines like this go for way, way more, But
I have no idea if that's a good price for a juicer or not, so I can't make any comedic gold out of that.
when it comes to how easy it is
Jose the tit fucking turkey. Birds, they're called cocks, but they don't have cocks like that. Do birds have penises? I don't need, like, do turkeys have penises? That is the last thing I ever thought I was going to say tonight. And that is the last thing I thought I was ever going to say ever, probably. I should probably have expected me to say something like that because I'm weird and I'm me. But
is to put everything into the machine, you couldn't get better.
we need to find this out. This is really important here. Do chickens have penises?
According to nature, they found that chickens initially form penises similar to those of ducks, but that on about the 9th day of development, the nascent chicken penis, called a genital tubercle, stops growing and begins to shrink.
That still doesn't answer my fucking question. Is that a bird penis or what? Now I'm confused and scared. Do chickens and turkeys have penises? Oh my! You have to watch the HSN Wii video and the QVC at games HSN Wii video. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm kind of getting HSN Wii. Oh no! Oh, this is you could. Yes. Oh, rational skeptic.
The road. And if you go to hsn.com, check out our gift store. Obviously, we've been filling you.
Man, that looks
great
so
gift
fucking.
idea.
That looks very fucking 2009. That is a dated looking site. Holy
throughout
shit.
the day, but we get lots more. In fact, you can shop by price point. You can shop for him.
Does something break in this? I hope so.
You can shop for her. You can do gift cards. Who doesn't love a gift card? We can so hook you up and take care of everybody on your list this holiday season.
Hey, can I still get a new Wii with 15 fucking stupid accessories that I probably don't need for? I'll take one. That'd actually be a good price for a new Wii right now.
Enjoy this magic. In fact, we want you to enjoy your holiday like you've never enjoyed before. Corey Bergeron is going to town with the tennis. He's playing tennis. God, didn't do so well?
No, not that time. No. No, we'll get
okay, Nintendo Wii is here. This, I can't.
See, that was the biggest lie with the fucking Wii. It's actually from 2009, but that's the biggest lie with the. You did not need to swing the racket. That's when I got disappointed. At first, I was like, wow, this is really fun. But when you realize that you could just go like this, and it does the whole motion, until they came out with Wii Motion Plus, and I was like, oh, this is a gimmick. It's not real. Well, you just, I don't, I'll just shove the remote up my ass then.
I wish I could see his face.
All right, there never was a requirement to look like a fucking douchebag while you do it. And I don't know why, maybe because it's like a lighter color there, but that is the most assless man I have ever seen. That man has no ass. He is like a Grand Theft Auto 3 NPC. Flat ass. That man has no ass. There is no cheeks there. I know it's a weird thing to notice. I get it. You could hold it against me too. But, like, I mean, I don't know why I am staring at a QV. I am staring at his ass right now, and I don't want to. They still had videos going up in 4x3 in 2009, man. Or maybe it is. Why would? But why? No, because they would only put this up on YouTube for you to click the link in the description. If there's a link in the description, then I'm going to have to say shop H. No, they didn't This is a newer video. It is 2009. I mean, that was still well into the lifespan. They didn't come out with the Wii U until 2012, so.
I need to work on my backhand.
So tell.
In one of the Mario Party games in the Wii, there was a mini game where you could shake hands of soda. Still not sure if winning that one was really a win. God, Bird, that had to look like you were fapping.
Plus, okay, first of all, you get all these accessories with the Nintendo Wii. This is the sports
Ooh,
package.
yeah.
This is the Nintendo Wii that everybody's wanting because, yeah!
This is the Nintendo Wii. Well, what is the other Nintendo Wii? Like, besides the knockoff one. This is the Wii that everyone wanted. But I was just at Walmart and they had the same Wii there for $250, and my son doesn't want any of this plastic. Oh no, that's not the Wii he wants. That your son's a fucking dumbass. Because if it's Nintendo Wii, they're gonna play the same. No, you want all this extra plastic crap that we have. It's so cool. Your kids are gonna use it for 2 seconds and then just throw it on the fucking floor. It's awesome. My parents bought a Wii shovelware game called 101-1, which was a terrible minigame collection because they thought it had... Yeah, they know there are people that buy into it. Oh my god, we should get our grandson this Nintendo Wii. It has those rackets that they want, Steve. Huh? He's just gonna shove those up his ass! Will you stop it? He's just gonna play that little tennis game he has there. I don't know if the first thing I got, that first thing would be up my ass! Why the fuck did I marry you? You're a fucking freak. The birth of the Wii was also the birth of remotes. Oh, yes. We should watch that next after this. A Wiimote compilation of them flying through fucking TVs because people never wore the straps. I actually wore the straps. I wore the straps. Tell him, make sure he knows that I wore the straps, please. Thank you. My LG OLED has horrible burn-in from gaming. LG said it's not covered. It didn't even last 3 years. I'm so mad. It has a game mode. Yeah, but what model was it? B8? VHS and QVC old. I don't know where the fuck I'm getting that from. It just comes. Really, with the fucking reverb effect, Bird? Come on. Yeah, we'll watch that too. Well, no, we'll watch it. We'll see which one I feel like watching after this.
Yeah.
Ah! Yeah!
Woohoo!
Woo!
The thing is, we all want these games. Whether it's tennis, whether it's boxing, whether it's bowling. We're going to show you all kinds of different...
Yeah, and it all comes on the Wii Sports Disc, so... These are all the games we want. It's all different games. It's one game here. It's a compilation to show off the tech of the motion controls. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Rich had his strap on. Yeah, no, I literally did, though, because I never wanted to throw a remote through my TV. So, yes, I had my strap on to keep my Wiimote from flying through a fucking television, especially during those days, because I was dead broke and couldn't replace that television ever. Yes, I have seen gym fails. I wonder if I could show them. Ooh, that would be fun, too.
Different things that you'll do with yours. Wow. Corey, we just got on this product. Almost 200 are spoken for.
I believe it.
This one's not going to make it. We took $50 off the price.
That one I actually kind of believe, even though I'm sure they're probably overplaying it, because, yeah. The Wii was still pretty in demand. The Wii was in demand until, like, 2010. How many have here played Galaxy of Games on PC in the 2000s? Give me an F in the chat if you did. I never even heard of it, dude. I never even heard of it. I have to piss. I'll wait till the 50s.
We only have 400 left? Oh, dear Lord. Okay. Almost 200 from the preview. We have 400 left. I'm letting you know now. So if you want yours, you should get it immediately. So Corey, sorry, you're having fun. So am I.
I'll tell you, this is an intense game right here.
I'll tell you. Still had CRT at the time. Remote would break first. Oh yeah, well, no, you could put a little scratch in the TV. You could put a scratch in that glass. I've done it before. Beagle Boy Gaming.
You gotta love the Wii. Fully interactive game system. You can see right. Oh, I lost.
That's okay.
You're a terrible human being, sir.
Hey, you can play
You failed.
again and again
Yeah,
and again.
I know. It's great. The Wii. Okay. For those of you, I'm sure everybody's heard of the Wii. Surely you've heard of it. But let me break it down for you and tell you why it's so different than any other gaming system that's out on the market. As you just saw, but what I was doing, it's fully interactive. It's the game system that gets you up out of your chair, gets you playing, interacting back and forth with the screen. It comes with a Wii remote right here, and actually there are lots of different accessories that go on that Wii remote. This one right here that you see I'm using is the tennis racket.
Which you're going to literally, even if as a kid, going to use that piece of plastic garbage once and just be like, oh wow, I could just waggle around the remote and never have to attach that again because it's a waste of fucking time.
Just playing tennis. It happens to be my favorite Wii sport, and also my favorite sport to actually play. And the Wii is such a great reproduction of that. You can play right in the comfort of your...
No, it's not. That is again factually not true. Once you realize that you just go like this and you don't have to actually swing, that's when I lost interest in it. It used people to be like, oh, you're just a fat guy against motion controls. No, when there's good motion controls, fuck yeah, I think they're awesome. They're a lot of fun. But when it's just waggle shovelware bullshit, no, that's not interesting to me.
Your own living room, and because it's fully interactive, it's not one of those game systems that you give to your kids and they disappear into a dark room for hours at a time. This is the game system that, quite honestly, once you get it, all the special events are at your house. That's how it works.
That's
you know?
good.
And if it's going to be at somebody
Oh yeah, no, it's not good. I have to deal with all these little shits.
else's house, they're going to say, hey, can you bring the Wii? Can you bring it with you? You know?
Then I would tell them no, because I'm not dragging around the system to break at your house. It's not meant to be portable. It's small, but
It's so much fun. The first day I had this, Kelly, my 74-year-old father came over, saw my 6-year-old son bowling
of course he did.
on the Wii,
Yeah.
said, hey, let me try that. He walked up, and he's always been a pretty good bowler. He was so impressed with how accurate the Wii remote replicated.
But it's really not. They're literally lying right now. When they came out with Wii Motion Plus, that's a very different story. That made a world of difference. But back then, man, I really have to piss, and I think I have to take a dump.
It's the motion of the
In case you wanted to know.
body, and it senses it, and actually your little player on the screen will do everything.
It didn't though. I mean, barely it did. But it factually was not where it should have been with Wii Motion Plus should have been there from the start.
You're doing with your remote.
And they eventually incorporated it right into the Wiimote. But if you remember, initially you had to have that stupid fucking add-on. Remember that? Remember you had to have that stupid add-on? Oh, that sucked, dude.
He and my 6-year-old bowled against each other for over an hour. The whole family was gathered.
If your dad was really a pro, not a pro bowler, if your dad was really an experienced bowler, he would have known where, oh yeah, you just got to waggle the remote. This is stupid. Like, he would have found that out in 2 minutes.
Around her screaming and yelling and applauding, go Ethan, the 6-year-old. He just did such an amazing job.
And you know what's cool? I mean, here we are. It's, almost Halloween. It's going to get cold. It is already. I mean, here in Florida, we're going to get a cold spell this weekend. No matter what.
The L on the YouTube is 1 minute and 50. You remind me of that guy. Maybe. Let me go. Marius is almost done. I have to use the little boy's room. After I evacuate the holes, I will be back and we will look into more videos. How about that? I'll play that card right now and see what we watch next. I'll be right back. Ugh. right. Google Fish. I will never send you a picture of my log. However, if there was a log that I was going to send you a picture of, that would have... I literally lit a pole vault out of my ass. Paid for an hour of no? No, it's half an hour. Oh yeah, your super chat is still there, so... Here, the nips are back out then. And you're never going to get a turd from my whole Google Fish, but there's a negative % chance that one's at a 0% chance, but you'll still never get one. Anyway, let's continue.
What time of the year, no matter who you are, no matter what your age, this...
Bro, that was a powerful, powerful log.
This is interactive for everybody. You get physically involved. I'm going to encourage you to... I hate to push, but this is so going to sell out.
The Wii and the Wii U should have been Nintendo's 7th gen console. Give it the power of the Wii U. Get rid of the stupid fucking... I mean, it was a comfortable controller. The Wii U gamepad, I think is all they call it, with the screen. So give it the power of the Wii U, which was pretty competent to the 7th gen consoles. Give it the motion controls of the Wii, and there you go. And then they should have just made the Switch.
Way before the allotted time that we've given it. We're going to be putting in 10-minute... Oh, wait. We even put 8 minutes on... It's not going to make 8 minutes.
I'm using a boom arm that I wouldn't recommend because it's kind of gotten squeaky. It's made by Rode, PSA 1.
Okay, Corey, quick question.
Yes.
I know we took $50 off.
We did.
It was a powerful log, man. I like how the lady standing right next to him is pretending to be impressed, even though she doesn't. Well, that's, I mean, they're salespeople, dude. They pretend everything, but it just when they say like information wrong, it just kills me. In fairness, those family gathering around the Wii did happen in my house, and good. Oh, mine too. Mine too. But they only lasted for about 6 months tops. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like once the euphoria was done, and then you realized until the, like I said, Wii Motion Plus, that the basic Wii motion controls was just waggling around the fucking controller. You were like, nah, I'm over this.
We did not take anything out. We just give you so much more. That's how we do things at HSN. So if you're a new shopper to us, oh, come on back. Often, because this is truly, look at all the accessories that you're getting.
Yeah, I think we'll do that next, the Wii destruction videos. Yes, it was, I think it had more RAM, and it was the same CPU, just overclocked. It was literally, when they were first showing off the Wii at E3, a guy of mine I work with, he's a filmmaker, saw this at E3 with his own eyes, was just an add-on for the GameCube. That's what the Wii was just going to be, an add-on for the GameCube. And then Nintendo said, yeah, the GameCube kind of sort of is a flop. Not our best-selling console by a long shot. Little did they know they were going to have a console that sold even worse, which was the home console, which was the Wii U. But they're like, yeah, let's just make the Wii into its own system and basically make it a repurposed GameCube. And it worked.
Whether you're playing...
I think someone from Nintendo did say, yeah, we kind of underestimated, like, HD was going to be more of a thing in the Wii's lifetime, so we should have made it HD compatible. Maybe, I could be wrong about this, but it was even Shigeru Miyamoto that said it. Like, oh yeah, we kind of undershot how important HD was going to be. Oops.
Tennis, whether you're doing bowling, whether you're boxing, what other sport...
I'm taking them to school. You see this?
Oh, God, he just said I'm taking them to school. He just said I'm taking them to school. Like, I'm telling you, the Wii should have been the power of the Wii U, just with the Wii controls, and it would have been a fucking monster. Like, the Wii was very successful, don't get me wrong, but here's the thing, though. That success has an asterisk to it, because a lot of people that bought the Wii, like those family gatherings, let's call it the 6-month syndrome. Like people, they would have families come over. Oh yay, it's fun. Yeah, okay, we're kind of over Wii Sports and a lot of the other games, minus the ones made from Nintendo and some other really good third parties or shovelware. Time for this thing to collect dust. I guarantee you that out of those 100+ million Wiis that were sold, I'm going to be a little daring here. 30+ million of them were dust collectors. I literally know, because there's people to this day that, like, they're not gamers at all. They will still have a Wii next. They could have a 4K Ultra HD OLED TV from LG that they just bought, that they will have a Wii on the side of it that has not been touched since like 2010. I'm like, well, just put that fucking thing to rest, man, or put it up. Like, do you really actually play it? No. Then why is it here?
Fine, I lost the last one, but now that's it. I'm teaching them a lesson here. And you can see, you know, the way the Wii works is, wow, look at that. I'm actually, my swing's improving. Look at that. No, here it comes. There's the backhand. Okay.
Because then if they made the Wii as powerful as the Wii U and just made if they combined, like I said, the Wii U without the screen and the Wii with the better hardware of the Wii U, once people got over the motion controls, except for the few games that actually utilized it very well, again, those are the standout games, then developers, all right, let's just put out whatever Call of Duty we're putting out this year. Let's put out whatever AAA game that we're porting to the other consoles, because the Wii, with Wii U's power, would have been competitive to them and they could have ported the games over. So not only would it have blown up and sold like it did because of the gimmicky motion control game they included, then the third-party devs would have slapped all of their games on there. And I'm not talking like the watered-down shit Call of Duties. They would have actually had the Call of Duties. You know what I mean? If you try to pirate the new Nintendo expansion pack, Shigeru Miyamoto will come to your house and slice your nutsack off with a katana. No, he would just take a shit in your toilet and clog it, and then make it overflow. And Billy, a horse tuber for 3 months. Thank you very much. I love fucking horse tuber. I used to kind of be on the fence about it. Now I love it. And that's your dad. You just proved my point. Or at least more so solidified it. Like, exactly. Like that, how many people have it? And they probably even hook it up to the new TV. It's just there, and it's like, oh, it was a piece of technology at one point that I did use. So if maybe it still works, I'll keep, because it is still a pretty nice looking system. It's still modern. Like having a Wii on the side of your OLED television, it still looks proper, you know? Oh, the camera's been on the whole time, Poppy. Oh, I can put my shirt back on. I think I've done the overtime for Mari.
Hey, now, the way the Wii works is you have this remote in your hand. Oh.
Really?
And holy cow, this is quite a match here. I don't. This is. Oh, there we go.
That's okay.
This is the way to work up a sweat right here.
That's right.
And
as you're wearing your sweater vest there, pal.
Really, out here before the show, you know, I'm playing the Wii, and it's one of those things where I have to go back into makeup and say, hey, can you touch me up? I mean, holy cow.
Can you touch me up? This sweater vest is just not working for me now. I mean, yeah, you could work up a sweat, but the reason you're working, you're not doing that much there, dude. You're literally, because you are wearing a sweater vest and you have studio lights on you, and that studio probably is hot.
You know, really, it gets you moving. That's the great thing about the Wii.
Like so much.
Right in front of your TV, the Wii comes with this little sensor bar right here. It's on a long cord. You just position it either at the top or the bottom of your television. Right here, we have it at the bottom.
I always hated the sensor bar. Can we just say that the sensor bar was fucking shit? And then they would give you those sticky tape, and then if you wanted to put it on another TV, you would lose the sticky tape, or then you'd buy like a third-party Wii sensor that was battery powered. Because the only thing the Wii sensor did, it wasn't that cord was transferring data back and forth. It was just LEDs to light up that was like a marker for the Wiimote to pick up, so it knew where to center itself. That's all it was. It was such an annoying excess. I fucking hated that thing. Had two Wii's, one with old Q ports and one with them that gave the newer one to my brother as a moving out gift. Well, that was one of the nice things about it, was the backwards compatibility with the GameCube. That's one of the nice things about the Wii U, is its backwards compatibility with the Wii. Am I still dressing as Fat Thor? I don't have the outfit, man. I may not even be able to stream tomorrow because of my kids, to be quite honest with you, so.
Bottom. And everything that you do now with your remote, moving your remote around, will be picked up by that sensor and it'll replicate it on the screen. So you can see right here.
No, it doesn't do that. It's just literally, like I said, it's infrared lights that the remote picks up. That's the... you literally could... haven't people put, like, candles, like, in front of their TV and showed that the light from the candles the remote would pick up? There's no data being transferred. You could literally use the candles as your beacons of light for, like, you're in the fucking Victorian era. Yeah, people have literally... So there is no data being transferred. It's literally just powering LEDs as lights that the Wiimote picks up.
Here, I'm getting ready to serve. All I do is throw that ball up in the air.
So Sweater Vest Steve here. Yeah, his name's just like yours. So go fuck yourself, you fucking turkey. Steve the fucking turkey. You're giving misinformation again. Not to be a nitpicker here, but I'm going to be.
And when I... Oh, gee.
It happened in this video. It happened in this video. It happened right here. It happened in this. Christmas has come fucking early, man. Holy shit. That is... Oh my god. I didn't think that was that. Like, they really kept this... like, look, keep everything up on the internet. But usually companies like QVC, they're all about the Streisand effect, usually, you would assume anyway. You know? Look what they tried to do at fucking Vox Media with the Verge gaming PC gaming build. Oh, look at his face. I couldn't have stopped on a more proper face for this guy. Now, keep in mind, you know how many sales of the Wii they probably just lost because of this? Do you know how many sales? Because all you're gonna have are these grandmas and grandpas. Oh my god, I could picture little Johnny doing or Michelle doing this to our TV. We're not getting this thing. Oh, I just wanted to shove the fucking rocket up my ass. Oh, I bet those phone lines stopped blowing up at this point. One time I was using Wii mode on the Wii U. The game channel listed the GameCube game was inserted even though it was not compatible with game. Well, because I know this wasn't like the CPU in the Wii U just a 3-core version of the same CPU that was in the Wii, which in turn was just an overclocked CPU core that was in the GameCube. Yeah, I did have my shirt off for a very long time, Mario. Anyway, let's watch this guy's defeat. Let's see him explain.
And there goes the tennis racket. I didn't have it on there all the way.
Well, he proved another point. Eric Seals, what's going on, man? How are you? As to why you should not have that cheap garbage accessory on. Like, that's like, what was the Wii at that point? Like $250 in 2009, brand new. They're trying to upsell you $80 on what? Extra pieces of fucking plastic.
Make sure
laughing off
that your accessories are definitely latched on all the way.
Or just don't fucking use them and throw them in the garbage, because that's where we're going to end up with literally within minutes of using them. Whether it's an adult or a kid, they're going to, oh wow, look, it looks like a real cheap replica of a racket. Yep, don't need that anymore. You know?
That's not a good idea.
Rich, can you come over and touch me up? I don't think my girlfriend would like that, so I would have to say no. Well, is there an extra remote there? Because literally the only reason they're giving you is that extra plastic shit to buy this for $100 over MSRP. And they just said, like, yeah, don't use the only reason to give us a lot more money unless it does come with another Wii remote.
And by the way, the little Wii remote, do you like that? The little Wii remote comes with this band that goes around your wrist. It's very, very important,
God.
okay? This little band right here that goes around your wrist, it's very important to have that on and have it tight.
Yes, make sure to salvage some shit sales by making sure, like, hey, there is something to Nintendo thought of to prevent this. Just use it. $9.95 for shipping. Yeah, that was at a time, like, Amazon was definitely a thing back then. I was buying shit from Amazon, but this is at a point where it's like, oh, just pay for Prime and everything. Like, I could snap my fingers and Jeff Bezos is naked at my door delivering something. Dude, I got the Oculus Quest 2, which is awesome, and so is Resident Evil 4 VR. I still gotta play that, man, but I don't have a fucking place to play it. Fuck. That's the thing that pisses me off, man. Eric, I'm pissed. Have a house. It's plenty big, but I don't, like, you need, like, that's it. I think that, you want to know what the other big shortcoming to, as I clap like a seal, the other shortcoming to VR is it's okay, yeah, you have a portable head, but you need, like, a space. And sometimes you just don't have a space. Like, you need a space with absolutely nothing in it. And I don't have that. Maybe I will borrow some money from Keemstar. Dude, if you, Keem, I know that was during a debate to belittle me, to make it like I don't have any money, but if you wouldn't mind, like, if you could still loan me that money, that would be cool. I'll give you a bird. You got fuck you money. Let's get right into the pointed beard dying. He dyes his beard, absolutely, without a question. I can tell by how deep and dark his beard is, he dyes it. Either that or he literally is Satan, one of the two. Like, you cannot have a beard at any age that is that perfectly colored. I mean, I'm sure it's naturally that pointy and voluptuous with you know, grooming, but it's, you don't have it that one color. That shit is like fucking spray can dyed. Facts. So yeah, you pre-ordered The Simpsons. You know what's funny is I actually ordered that on the Xbox 360, and I remember I don't have any room for it anyway. I'm decluttering, not trying to add more clutter, but it's not really that fun. It's kind of repetitive. I remember as a kid loving The Simpsons arcade. I still never understand why The Simpsons arcade never came out for like the Genesis, which could easily have ran on, at least maybe somewhat watered down, but and same with the Super Nintendo. The hardware was capable of at least running a ported version of it, obviously. They did come out with that for Commodore 64, though. Which is so not suited to fucking running that. I don't understand why that happened.
Because you definitely don't want the Wii remote itself to come flying out of your hand. You see that? Just like that?
Okay,
So-
but
There are producers and executives flipping the fucking... You cannot tell me right now there is not panic happening behind the scenes right now.
here's what we've done here is we're counting backwards because it's definitely going to be selling out. I wish we had about 2,000 of these because they would all go. Now here's the thing: these are the accessories that you get. Obviously,
He's standing in front of the part that's cracked. Like, we know you cracked it already, dude. You know the producers are in his ear right now. Block that part of the fucking screen. We actually have a sponsorship. We actually have a... this is maybe a sponsorship deal with the maker of that TV. Do not show. I play the Resident Evil VR sitting down. I have a 350 square foot apartment. It's very cluttered. 15 seconds to make a video how big my place is. Oh, all right. Maybe that's one of those where I could sit down and play. Maybe I'll do that.
obviously that was the tennis racket
I know there are other games you could do that with,
was
too.
definitely the tennis
flying
racket.
out of Corey's arms. Okay.
Like, I would just be like, look, we have these consoles for sale. Just cut it. Like, how are you gonna? You just fucking. He may as well have just took out his flat ass and shit on the product. Like, come on now, man. Like, you just showed, like, what a major hazard using the accessory and even the remote, because you know people are... I've known people that don't give a fuck about the strap. They don't care. They're like, YOLO, oh, wow, my $2,000 TV, my plasma at the time, from Panasonic, now has smashed glass. Thanks, Nintendo. Now, again, if you use a strap, that definitively, if you made sure the strap was attached properly, it definitively would not happen, so you had nothing to worry about. But if you didn't, man, hey, remote slip and drip and skip.
That's a first for that right there.
Live television,
yes,
there is
it
nothing
goes.
like it.
No.
Fuck.
Oh my gosh. Let's talk about the different games that you can play here.
Absolutely. Okay, let's see here. We're going to show
Just keep trucking along.
you which game do I have pulled up here? I think I was going for baseball.
I skipped your super chat, did I, man? Sorry, Gabe. Hold on, dude. Google fish. Bro, I am not seeing you. So if it was from like a minute ago, I'm looking and I'm not seeing it, man. I'm sorry I didn't do it on purpose. You said just get... Oh, Good Hallows Eve. There it is. Man, am I blind. Holy shit. I've been playing PC games in the Galaxy Tab S7 with 120 hertz, and that actually works. Feels like I'm playing on a local console. Ah, because you have NVIDIA GeForce Now, which I have the premium service, so I should try that. And I actually have a 120 hertz phone, so...
Ball. Did I get baseball? No, I'm back in tennis. All right, let me go to baseball here. And I'll show you.
Okay, wait, we've got golf.
Don't use the bat, sir. Please.
We've got golf.
Gotcha.
What are
Okay.
these?
Right here you're seeing baseball. Now, baseball can be used with the accessory. It actually comes with the...
Thanks for keeping me entertained during my shift. Happy Halloween. Thank you, Danny the Foot. I appreciate it.
Foam baseball bat, okay? And you take that baseball bat right here, and you just wind up over your shoulder like this, and when you swing, your batter is going to...
You play some games with that, man. Do you trust that product now? Play some games with that. Notice how slow he swung that bat.
Replicate that exact swing. As a matter of fact, when you're standing at the plate, if you just take that bat and kind of circle it around the air like this, you see the batters, they get ready to bat, and they kind of swing the bat around just like that. Your batter will do exactly the same thing on...
Oh, that's a literal lie. That's just an animation, dude. I'm pretty sure of that. Like, unless he means when you're at bat and they're about to pitch to you, where, yeah, okay, obviously that'll move. Oh, it depends on where he means that, what timing in the game that happens, I guess. I've played enough of Wii Sports to know.
On the screen.
Could
and then
be
you
wrong.
crack that ball. Now, if you're too early, you're going to miss the ball. If you're too late, you're going to miss the ball. You've got to swing at just the right time to hit that pitch.
Well, that's with a game with a gamepad, you dumbass. Like, yeah, you have to hit the button to get the right, like...
And then, when you get 3 outs and you head out into the outfield, now you're the pitcher, and you actually have to pitch that ball in and try and strike the batter out. It's really an awesome game. We've also got bowling. We've got boxing.
Fun.
We've got golf, and we give you all the accessories for those.
I used to love the boxing, again, until you realize that you just have to flick. When you're actually punching and you think that you had to punch, that was cool. But when you were flicking, and then once you started to realize it was just a flick, that just made you sad and flaccid. Sad and flaccid.
By the way, the accessory pack we're giving you is so large, it includes...
Show me these.
All the most popular accessories that you're going to
Show me the accessories.
need for your
I know you showed them, but
Wii games.
For example.
don't just say that you have them. I want to see all of them.
So it actually goes above and beyond Wii Sports that we're giving you, because we don't give you fishing, but we do give you the fishing rod. So when you upgrade and get a fishing
my God,
game,
that's so cool.
You have the fishing rod.
Look at this cheap plastic garbage. That's it? There's no Wiimote? They don't give you an extra...
You get the baseball bat. You get the racing wheels right here. You get the wing grips. You get the combat shooter up top here for shooting games. We give you extra wrist straps. We give you those tennis rackets.
Yeah, we give you those tennis rackets.
We give you all those great accessories so that no matter which Wii game you pick up in your store, you're pretty sure you're going to have the accessories for it.
Notice how they say you don't need those accessories at all, and they're a waste of fucking... I tried the speed test on my Switch OLED at work. That's on a business line. That's 400 megabits up and down on Wi-Fi, and the best 10 to 20 up, down. Yeah, that's a problem with the Wii. Not with the Wii. I mean, that's a problem with the Switch. The Wi-Fi fucking sucks. Even connecting it Ethernet is not that much better. They got a... Nintendo, your internet is just... everything with your, like, online infrastructure sucks. Period.
Excitement and your enthusiasm, and I'm going to ask everybody if you are at all remotely interested in owning the Nintendo Wii and you want to save yourself $50 and get all those accessories, enjoy the most...
Wow, it really is just those accessories. They're daring to sell this thing for $80 more for plastic that probably cost them like $2 to... Oh my...
Popular games of all...
So sketchy. Is that how these places stay? Because no one really cares about HSN or QVC anymore. Are they just selling shit like so sky high in terms of pricing that the profit margins are that good that the small audience that is left? Yeah, I know. I got to take my Zycam soon. Ending the stream soon anyway. Yes, Google Fish, you could see my ass cheeks. They'll just be blurred out and you can't see them. But you could see them. Like, maybe I'd be like, alright, it's not that much that you're overpaying. If there was like another Wiimote in there and a nunchuck, that's alright. But come on, man. This is they're literally giving you garbage. And then they're daring to say that it would normally be almost $380. Stop it. I've seen that happen. You know when that happens a lot too? During like Amazon Prime Day. They're like, this remote usually goes for $7,000, but today we have it for $50. But usually it's like $47.99 for the remote. It's not actually... Shut the fuck up! It sounds better! That's what they're doing. So they say some astronomically high fucking price, and then they cut it down, because it's a price they probably have never sold it at. Then they cut it down to something that's still astronomical, and that makes you think it's a deal. I recently purchased Backbone for my iPhone. I'm not sure if you reviewed it or willing to check it. What is it? Oh, that game controller thing? Do you like it?
All the sporting games, you know, bowling, tennis, obviously golf, all the things that we love, and get you up and off the couch and interactive. And,
that's right.
You know, there's things that families can do together that...
And again, which I remember people used to say, call me out, you just don't like motion controls. No, when motion controls are done well, they're fucking awesome. But the problem with the Wii is that a lot of people bought it due to the excitement of the motion controls, and once they realized that a lot of the games, including Wii Sports, not Wii Sports Resort, that's the one that had the Wii Motion Plus, were just gimmicks that really didn't involve that much motion. Then there was a lot of Wiis that just collected dust. And yes, there was excellent games on the Wii, don't get me wrong, but a lot of it was shovelware. Dude, they're ridiculous. I have before Crush Your Bed. And now look at that Backbone thing. I might.
You really get into it. I mean, husbands, wives, my neighbors, they're in...
Horses, chickens, gorillas all want to play the fucking Wii together. In a room. The chickens are on the gorilla's shoulders. The husband and wife are slapping each other's asses and playing Wii tennis. Da 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 da.
In their 70s, I think, and they together. I mean, that's what they do. It's the cutest thing, and they just like you. They work up.
Yes, so far. You're like, okay, I'll check it out. I've seen a bunch of like ads for it. DSP in a parallel universe must be. Remember, there was Lightside Paul. He was like a troll account that would admittedly did post some funny stuff. He's not the guy. He's not around anymore. I don't know if his account got shut down or he just stopped. But here was like it had used like AI to like if DSP was like a Chad.
A sweat, and they have so much fun.
And you know what? That is a really good point, Callie. If you're looking at doing some fitness at home and you keep looking at those pieces of fitness equipment, you think, well, gosh, you know, I just don't know if I'm motivated enough to get on.
Well, dude, yeah, like I said, there were great games for the Wii, but I really feel that would have made Nintendo like the ultimate for that generation. Was if it had the Wii U power for 7th gen and they just had the motion controls of the Wii. And they probably, honestly, could have charged it competitively, too. They really could have. They probably could have made it like $399, like 360. Hey, Rich, you think they'll update Dying Light on Xbox so that the draw distance animations aren't so god-awful? Yeah, they're pretty bad. Well, they're coming out with a next-gen version. Yeah, they were pretty bad, the draw distances. That was like below low, I feel like, if you like go to PC settings. I haven't talked about Metaverse. I may actually, because like I said, I've been sick and my editor had to take off today. I don't know if I'm definitely being back on Monday. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow with kids, Halloween. I'm still not 100%. I'll try to stream, but can't guarantee it. But I'll talk about it still. And I'll talk about PlayStation PC. That's still an important thing. There's kind of no expiration date on that.
On that thing every day. This gets you up and moving around.
Hate to
It's a great
interrupt.
way to stay in shape.
It's sold out. Thank you so much for your phone calls. Don't hang up. If you're on the
I actually believe this one that it was sold out. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's all a gimmick and they just want to move on to the next product. But I believe this one was sold out.
line, we've taken you into consideration. Thank you so
Hey, man, he played it well. He played it well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time. I also feel my voice is going too. And honestly, I'm tired. Regular chat, super chat. I see the support there with the memberships, and I appreciate all of you. I'm tempted if I want to do a push, because I don't like doing pushes of anything, because I like to make my streams don't feel like there are any goals. But the thing is, if I do a goal, even if we don't meet it, I'll still be happy that I'm getting the support. So let me think about it. Maybe I still want to do the chicken costume thing. Like I said, you would get 30 streams of me suffering for 3 hours per stream wearing a chicken costume if we hit a goal. But let me think about it. Have a great evening, guys. I'm going to shut the hell up now because I have diarrhea of the mouth. You can hear my voice is going. And I'll see you maybe tomorrow, but definitely Monday with videos and a live stream. Have a good one. Yeah, it is. I actually have herpes from horses. I don't know. I was trying to think of something witty right there. No, I just have dry lips. I don't have fucking herpes. Anyway, I was trying to be witty there and failed miserably. Have a good night. I'm going to go use some chapstick and go to sleep. Have a good evening. Review Herpes USA.